Hello and welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. What's going on? Hope everybody's having a good night. Hello, Jill. Welcome in. On your way in, please remember to hit that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. We'll let people hopefully get notified that I'm live. And we'll start in a minute. Then we shall start. We're going to go in order, if anybody's wondering. We'll go with Aries. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully it sounds better. Does it sound a little clearer than normal? That gurgly shit, is it gone? I should say poop. Here we go. Got notified this time. Does it look a little bit clearer? It should look a little clearer too. That should look like me this time. We'll see what I'll say. Welcome in, Nikki. Welcome in, Jack. Here we go. So some people are focusing on emotional stability and financial endeavors or family. Also, I get some people are also going to decide to cut out things that need to be cut out. This is just a little collective before we do Aries. I'll put up banners. I'll put this up. Get rid of that for do Aries in a second. Why isn't it letting me show it? Hold on, guys. Yeah. Oh, just hit hide. It should pop back up. There we go. So a lot of people don't want to. Some people, it's more or less not wanting to be deceived, not wanting to have any deceptive energy come towards you from past situations. Could be also creating new love, not being misled. There's a lot of not wanting to be misled in foundations and in home aspects. Kind of wanting to move away from that situation, leave it out in the cold behind you. I feel like everybody knows there's no more patience, or stubbornly they can't be. It just feels like it isn't practical to sit in that energy. Emotionally, I feel like you guys know what to do or how to invest in yourself. Ooh, that's not bad. A little mini collective. We're going to start in just a second. We're going to start in just a minute. Please remember to hit the like button on the way in, and we'll start in momentarily. Let's see what we get for the zodiac sign of Aries. Here we go. What's here for Aries? I get some Aries, either somebody wants you to communicate with them or you feel that way about them right off the bat. Somebody's still wanting to have that emotional connection, whether it's you or them, Aries. Okay. What else is here for Aries? What do we got for the zodiac sign of Aries? Message for Aries. What is here? Show me something for Aries. Clarify. Some of you guys, it's like what I'm seeing is some of you guys are discovering it's okay to have endings or let things go of the past. I get something about it's like you're discovering I can't lie to myself about the things that have already gone on. I need to really kind of focus on this right now. Career or getting balance, excitement with career. Some of you, it's potentially fixing relationships inside of family and not having the stress of it on your back. Okay, let's keep going. Give me something else for Aries. So, Aries, to me, it looks like a lot of you don't want to play with a situation that feels like you can't invest in it or isn't investing in you. If there's a situation around you that hasn't invested in you, it feels like that's what you're not really wanting to get stuck with. Hold on. Other Aries may feel like it wasn't coming in correctly or playing correctly or fairly. So I'm not going to communicate with it. I'm not going to pursue action towards it. This is something that you've been, I want to say, on the fence with for a little while as well. Clarify. Something else for Aries. Of course, hit the ground. Jeez, can't get any more clear than that. Has this been on your mind, whether it's money or family? Some of you are trying to accept that it's at a distance or that things just didn't work out, whether it was with love or family. You have love and family all over your reading. I'm just going to show you. Look at this. Look, love, family, potential career things. You have a lot of truth and clarity or knowledge about the situation, I feel like. But you could feel stuck with making decisions about if you've made the right ones or if I should do this, whether this is you or the person you've dealt with for the zodiac sign of Aries. Here we go. Aries. So wait a minute. A lot of you, honestly, it's telling me you have the option. So some of you may have the option of reconciliation energy, whether that's with somebody you want to reconcile with or brand new connections. But it's kind of feeling like I get like it's on a shelf, like it's got shelf life, or it's been sitting on the shelf for too long. You're not wanting to be stuck in your head about it, really wanting to balance that out, and you've given this a lot of thought. For whoever this is for, it's like emotionally, it's up and down, almost like a roller coaster. 1 minute it's too much, 1 minute you want to rush towards it. That's what I'm seeing, and a lot of it has to do with what you already dealt with. Maybe not getting the balance the way you were hoping to see it fit or happen. Give me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries. I'm going to switch to another deck. See what you get. Give me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries. Some of you are trusting yourself or your ideas and leaving love behind right now, not building in that way. It may just feel like it's too taxing or exhausting. Some of you, you may feel like they just don't listen to me or they just wouldn't listen to me. Okay, let's keep going. And that's probably why now that's reversed. So it's almost like you've clarified the Ace of Cups. You've identified some things aren't worth working towards, or this is probably if you're obviously, I would say you're not in a relationship on this right here. Here we go. The Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles. And you don't want to be invested in something that wasn't working out or needed to be cut free of. I feel like you know that, and it's like no more lies. It's time to do some cutting. You know what? I don't think this is going to work together. You do think about this, though. But as you do that, you try to invest in yourself. So some of you, they're either waiting a communication from you, or you could believe they may come back and communicate towards you, or they just might try. I feel like somebody's looking back. I keep seeing somebody's looking back, and somebody's also trying to. It's almost like I look backwards just to want to look forwards, and I don't want to be stuck in my head about a situation at all. Somebody doesn't want to feel juggled, is what I'm getting. And I kept seeing these cards. It's like you're fighting for changes. Some of you know the best change is to do nothing when it comes to sorting out the communications as well. Letting it be what it is. Not really chasing a love situation. Moving on from it in the Chariot energy and being strong about your actions. Wow. Give me something. Give me one little more message for you guys. See what we get for Aries. Here we go. Aries, something else, please. What else do you have for Aries? Zodiac sign of Aries. What is the message? Whatever comes out. Making decisions. No, excuse me. I'm going to leave it out, though. Yeah, Two of Wands. Some of you, it's more or less knowing that some burdens aren't worth carrying. Working towards things of happiness. I want to say something different. I feel like, you know how a balloon goes up in the air and it just goes in a certain direction? I feel like you're working on a certain direction towards what you want to see happen. Show me something else. It doesn't feel like it's so stuck on a lover or fighting for it right now. Emotionally, no. It's like you're like okay with it. The Page of Cups reversed, and if something about it's too taxing, it's too bothersome. I don't want to deal with that. I'm okay with endings. I can't be exhausted or overthink about something I'm not going to play with. Something like that, and I can't be stuck in my head about that. Trial and error is kind of reading. I do feel like you are, because you're walking away from things that don't work, it is helping you manifest things. Clarify the star card for Aries. What's going on? It's helping you manifest closures to the endings, ending chapters, cycles. Some of you, there was interference in your relationship that threw things off balance. Either there was relationship burdens with other people facilitating themselves in your relationship that did not belong there. Or if it's not that, what I see here is it was something of the sort where it was just like it's too much and it's too off kilter, and I just don't trust it. Like I don't trust it energy. Judgment reversed, the Seven of Wands. I got to fight for what I want right now. Those are the risks I should be playing with. That's what's going to make me feel kind of content in my heart. Others of you could be changing something you do. I feel like hobbies, focusing on hobbies or things that clear the mind. I feel like the need to say somebody's out there clearing their mind with hobbies. New direction could be towards finances, trying to also get a little more healthy or fit. King of Wands reverse. Stubbornly cutting out anything that feels like it's not going to be the right emotional investment and just saying goodbye to it. And I'm going to end you with the Hermit again. I feel like you're getting strong with trusting yourself internally. A lot of you, it's a weird reading to where it's like some of you are just waiting for better days. I'm going to say that. And I never put you back on the board. That was Aries. But we're going to go to Taurus. I left all signs up. Here we go. Okay, what's the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus in just a second? Welcome in, everyone. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Oh, Taurus, what do we got? Here we go. What is here for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Some of you Tauruses are trying to move towards more inner wisdom, knowledge, acceptance, or trust. Unlocking the basement, the pit of the stomach. Boom! Unlocking it. Oh, what are we going to get? You could be trusting yourself more or learning how to trust things around you. What's here for Taurus? I'm going to shuffle more. 1 second. Keep showing up every time I shuffle, and it's not an even split at all. I mean, look at the difference. Look at the difference. You see the thickness difference? The The first time it was a lot more even than that, but it's still there. Three more. Taurus. What's going on with Taurus's energy? Whatever comes out. Taurus. Some of you Tauruses are accepting judgments for what they are or allowing them to become what they're going to be, whatever that's about. Here we go. Some of you, it's the lack of communication or forward progress. Clarify that. The changes. Some of you are accepting. I get like a right off the bat, like let things be what they need to be. Hold on. Some of you are taking practice with your imagination more, or taking a leap, basically like a leap, a journey, faith kind of energy. 7 of Cups reversed with the Fool. Gonna be moving. I feel like you're gonna be moving into fast changes. Probably very spiritually. I hope you pay attention to it because it's probably going to be very useful. Something good for the 2 of us. Here we go. Could bring in a lot of money as well. Show me something. Taurus. Some of you, the message is don't focus on what's not working. Emotionally ignore that. Somehow that's the right action, King of Swords, to take. Don't lie to yourself about viewing a situation for what it is or what you may think it to be. I feel the need to say feel your way through it. Feel your way through it. You have the, especially because it feels like your emotions may be a little turned off when it comes to maybe it could be communication, and the communication could definitely be. I'm going to say I feel like it's communication with somebody you dealt with, an ex, like you don't talk to them. The 10 of Pentacles with the, when I see the cards all emotionally upright, and you trying to do the King of Swords energy, clarify that. Show me something for Taurus. Wanting to stay grounded, wanting to keep something at bay or at a distance. Queen of Swords reversed. And you, I feel like you're aware of this with the Moon card. It's almost like with judgments. I get something about with judgments and going towards your happiness, not wanting to be distracted. Just continue to Page of Swords, the 6 of Swords, just wanting to move in that energy. And secretly you're aware of that. Knowing that the past, if it may not have brought in balance, that's okay. And that sometimes the hard decision's the better decision. Making the harder decision, accepting that, knowing that. Like that, it's almost like that person is more than aware of it. You've given this a lot of time, thought. You're also, some of you Tauruses are also trying to work towards what you can trust or who you can trust, or you may be doing that days, weeks, months ahead. I feel like you're going to get help. I'm going to say it. I feel like you get help with that. Go to the bottom. Discovering that. Recognizing what to emotionally go towards. What not to celebrate with for some Tauruses out there. What emotionally charges you and what doesn't. I don't want to say trigger because it doesn't feel like trigger. It just feels like going towards things on a productive scale of understanding what's the best motive or movement. What's going to make me feel like calm, collective, and empowered. The Emperor, kind of like in charge. Clarify. Some of you, there's a side message. Some of you could have dealt with a fire sign, air sign, definitely a fire or air sign, where you may have felt, I'm going to say it, there's no reconciliation, there's no building. Many of you even felt like they were toxic when it came to balance. Just like it's just not going to work. And you could be very focused on your independence right now, or building your independence. Not letting things of the past get you stuck or locked in your head at this time, Taurus. I feel like you're really paying attention to that. You have a message of, there are things of the past that if they tried to mentally or emotionally disrupt my peace, I'm learning how to nurture my peace and leave that behind me. I really like this. 10 of Wands, the Hierophant. You're playing with recognizing what you've been through, where to go, how to move in that direction. Tauruses are very like in front of what they want right now, as far as making the right calls, calling the right shots. Hold on a second. I want to see what else I can get for you guys. Taurus. What else is here for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What else do you have? Whatever comes out. This tarot deck is so much more broken in than that one. I mean, this one is starting to break in and bend as I shuffle kind of rough. But I've had these for so long that like these just shuffle like I have to be like so light with these. I'm going to tell you, I saw the Death card, I saw the King of Cups, and I saw the Ace of Cups. Some of you could be entertaining a new relationship. That feels like either somebody tried to come towards you as a relationship, or get you to entertain them, something like that. Hold on. Some of you that could be showing up. What else is here for Taurus? Some of you are just working towards stronger manifestations. The Hierophant upright with manifestations in reverse. Knowing to do that or going after that. Hold on. Taurus, what's here? What do you got? What's the message for Taurus? I just get this energy like it's time to pave the path ahead. Something about I need to pave the path ahead. I'm going to tell you, some of you may feel like you're getting sought after more, or getting a more, this is not in the tarot, this is my psychic abilities. Some of you also may find, I'm going to say within the next 2 or 3 weeks, that there's more attention on you. Oh man, maybe it's something you do work related, or people just are liking the way you vibrate, you move, and want to come towards a celebration with you. Clarify something for Taurus. What's going on? Clarify that one for some reason. Whatever that's all about. What are you trying to say? One more. This one first. It's not it doesn't indicate to me it's somebody you've dealt with. I'm really going to feel like I feel the energy to say this to Taurus. In a love situation, if it didn't work out, I don't feel like you're going to be resentful or harsh towards it, but there's no more room on I just saw like a table, I saw food, but there's no more food for you, kind of energy for the situation. Almost like you've kind of accepted it for what it is with that Knight of Swords. Like I feel like if you're going to rush towards anything, it's changes or moving in a direction of judgments financially and celebrations that have been yet to show up, whatever that's all about. Give me something else. The Hangman and the Nine of Wands. Some of you, I get the energy like you're not worried about waiting about a situation, and I feel like that's towards the Lovers that's here. I really feel like Three of Cups upright was trying to show me you accepting, like, yep, if it were to come in, yes, I may play with it, but I get this. I'm gonna focus on that Ace of Pentacles energy, the forward movements, the changes coming towards me. And as far as reconciliations, the Lovers reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, the Ace of Wands. I don't really see you going after a blast from the past. Some of you, it's more or less knowing not to trust that situation or to even communicate with it. You could be very busy at heading to the victories ahead for you, and that's the truth and clarity that you're identifying with or working towards, Taurus. What else is here for Taurus? Six of Swords and happiness, the Sun card. I feel like you're moving in that direction, and I feel this solo energy about it. I feel like this solo energy, and it doesn't feel bad. It really doesn't feel bad. What is this? It may even feel, I'm going to tell you, it may even feel emotionally empowering at times. Definitely emotionally empowering. I get like very intrigued, curious, um, liking where you are, being proud of where you are, kind of too, or accepting situation. It's something about I feel this energy like you're accepting things. Could it have been third party? Could it have been just something that wasn't balancing out, that wasn't showing up with strength and happiness? Whatever it was, I don't feel like it's rocking you. I feel like it can't rock you. I feel like you're too busy and you've left that behind. Others of you could still be working on leaving it behind, and there's no secret that you know that, or you're fighting for that, not to focus on it or go towards it. Anything else for Taurus? Eight of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands. Not wanting to play with it because you know what you need to play with, and that's the material abundance and success in your life. That's the balance that Taurus is seeking out, and Taurus is more than aware of that. That's the message. I don't feel like it's a man. I don't feel like it's the burdens of stuff you've already dealt with, whether it's love committed. I feel like it's knowing right now what to fight for that may not have been fighting for you, and accepting judgments of the past and knowing to make that decision, Taurus. I think a lot of you might have had to stubbornly accept it and leave it behind for what it was and not lie to that. Kind of be honest with yourself, like learn from a situation. I do get this, like you are learning rapidly energy, or you will be. Some of you, it's with a more powerful imagination. It's learning something about you guys are learning more. My computer is frozen. I don't know what just happened. Hold on, guys. That's never happened. Can you see me? Can you guys see me? Because I cannot see you. I'm going to take the screen off for a minute. Okay. Hmm. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but can you hear me? Yeah, I think it may be trying to. And it's crazy because, hold on. All right. Well, it's funny because as I was saying that, the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups came out, and I'm like, I feel like you're learning more. And then the learning card came out, and learning more about manifestations or how they're going to show up. I feel like that's coming towards you. Hold on a second. I got to try to figure out if it's going to let me get my camera back. Let me just see. Okay. There we go. Here we go. All right. So a lot of you guys are going to start going towards seeing manifestations change. Before that, I had the Seven of Cups and the Hierophant, seeing things for what they are and learning. Kind of clearing the fog or seeing through the objectives precisely kind of energy for Taurus. Am I telling too many secrets? What's going on up there? All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I couldn't get it to turn on for the life of me, but the webcam I have blocks the other webcam, so I slid it over and it connected to the other webcam when I switched them. Then I had to slide it over to see that it did that. And then when I tried to put this one back on, it just didn't want to do it. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with this one. We'll see. All right. That was your message, Taurus. We're going to move on. Taurus, what's going on with your spiritual energy? You're like shutting me offline and doing all this craziness. Just calm down, Taurus. Calm down a little bit for me. I think we'll be all right through Cancer. Let's see if the prediction's right. Cancer. I think it won't do that for Cancer, but let's see if the prediction's right or wrong. Here we go. Oh my God, that was wild. Oh, no, we'll do Gemini tomorrow. Gemini can wait till tomorrow. We'll do Gemini. I guess we'll do Gemini. Gemini. Somebody wrote Gemini. Made me think of like the movie Jumanji. Even though they're not spelled, I think, anything alike. Pretty sure they're not. All right, here we go. What's the message for Gemini? Gemini, what do we got for you? Here we go. Gemini. Some of you guys may have to travel for work or travel towards an investment that you want to see grow. Straight up, right off the bat. Others of you could be getting communication. Clarify. Why is that here? Clarify those three. Whether it's planning somewhere to go, Gemini, whether it's like a vacation thing. If it isn't a vacation thing, I'm going to tell you, you guys could be planning or needing, you could have to travel to a destination for work, like more outside of 20 minutes, more than 20 minutes to get there. Somebody also may want to emotionally open up to you. Or hoping that the communication, like they can get the communication to come through. Balance out this communication. This does feel like somebody you've already been associated with. And I'm going to say, yes, most likely a connection in love. So either you're waiting for them to speak up or they're waiting for you to speak up is what it's telling me so far. The Page of Wands, Judgment, the Ace of Cups. Somebody's holding on to this emotionally. Somebody's expecting or wanting to get something out of a situation that is kind of sitting rock solid saying no. As far as when it comes to investments of speaking or emotionally opening up, right now it's not showing up like that. Some of you, the side thing here is just be careful about what you tell people or how you communicate to people at work. I feel the scenario, somebody may have to pay attention to what they've seen in the past, work related, to not let it get in the way in the future. I do feel like somebody wants to communicate with you, or they're hoping either they want you to communicate, open your mouth, or they're hoping that if they were to open their mouth to you, that you would listen. Hold on. Definitely could be an air sign, water sign so far. I'm going to stick with that, air or water right now. The only other sign I'm seeing that could have been a potential, I feel it's potential energy, is fire. Somebody feels cut out of the equation. I feel like somebody feels like whoever this is, I don't feel like they're taking accountability around you. They may not be doing so well with that, or they may not very clarify it. They may look at, I feel like they feel like, well, I get this energy. Like somebody knows that somebody's not being fully honest, but also doesn't want to focus towards that direction. This does feel like somebody you were invested with, lived with, something like that. Gemini. It feels like something like that. Somebody's trying to accept that it's not worth working towards, whether that's you or them. I get the energy, like emotionally, it was just too much towards like when I would try to fix it, like this is I wanted to fix it, but I don't want to fix it anymore. Reading the world reversed, the moon reversed, six. It's almost like somebody's saying emotionally, like I'm 1 minute they think they want it, the next minute they're very unsure if it'll ever bring in the happiness or that true sunshine commitment. So this is a reading where you're definitely going to have had to have went through this. Or seen it for what it is. And I feel like what it's doing is it's delaying the future. I don't say stuff like that, but that's what that shows me. I feel like it's delaying the future, or somebody's being kept back. From playing with things that have discernment or they're concerned about with their heart. It's almost like somebody's got an open heart and wants to play with it, and they're hoping to manifest it. I just feel like they're not doing much towards moving. I just get this energy like you have the options, but you're not really rushing towards it. I feel like your mind is, honestly, Gemini, I'm going to be real with you. I feel like your mind is telling you want to change. I think you're aware that it's wise to go in that direction. The thing is what's holding you back? I'm going to say it. What's holding you back? What's holding you back? What are you not cutting out? What's emotionally slowing you down from the love and happiness and the status that you want to see come towards you, or you want to go towards? Some of you, it's trying to be patient mentally. It's also some of you, some of you may feel like you have too much to focus on than to worry about a situation at hand. It's like I feel like somebody needs to, like the devil's here, and I feel like somebody needs to say goodbye, but they're not. And the chariot's in, like the brakes are on, and you can't take the brakes off. Whether that's you or them, it could be a lot to do with focusing on your stability. I get like ignoring the changes, making the sacrifices. Somebody's ignoring the sacrifices of allowing the next best thing to show up. Take the risk, make the decision. I'm done. That's what I see for Gemini. Somebody needs to take the risk and make the decision. If there are hurdles in your life, release them. Let them be what they are. Let them be what they were for the minute they were, and get out of it. Some things aren't truly worth fighting for, especially if it keeps you, I'm going to say it, if it keeps you feeling down. If it isn't building with you, why are you sitting in the boat moving towards what bothers you? And somebody needs to hear that. All right, let's keep going. All right. So I said Cancer won't mess up, but Gemini didn't mess up. I only gave you guys one side of the cards, but I gave you like 75 cards. I'll give you a little one on this one over here. See if we can get anything else for Gemini. Give me something else for the beautiful Geminis. What else do we have? Somebody's not committing to the judgments that they want to commit to. Walking away, judgment reversed. There's the judgment and the happiness. You're stalling. Somebody knows that they're stalling their happiness. Whether it's the energy you've dealt with around you or whether you're struggling to come out of that energy. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's back and forth on it, on like, should I play with it? Should I walk away from it? I feel like they don't know. This is I don't know what to do, or I need to get strong enough to see my worth for what it is. Kind of need to have very high value towards the situation. Somebody's very unsure on if it's the right direction. This is what it's telling me. And that's why you get the Chariot again in reverse. That's things off balance. That's not knowing if I can mend a broken heart or if I should move forward with it. I want to trust it. I want to move. I want to go ahead. But at the same time, I'm not doing anything to meet these new celebrations. The message is, if something was too much of a burden, it's meant to be the Hangman status. 10 of Wands, Hangman status, Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like the message is, if you've struggled to move on or go towards new love, it's probably the investment you've overlooked or you've been overlooking. Some of you, it's make the decision to walk away from things or leave things behind you. And I just get this, like somebody is fearing taking the risk. Fearing taking the risk. King of Cups reversed. King of Wands. Very emotionally conflicted. Probably because they know mentally it's going to bother them. Or that's what they tell themselves or how they feel about it. Whether that's you or them. Temperance reversed. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Temperance. A lot of you, I think, are going to end up focusing. I think you're going to get into a position where you just focus on the things that make you feel comfortable. I feel like that's what you're going to do. Others of you, it's facing the things that you haven't been facing. The 8 of Wands, instead of going in the direction you've wanted to, I feel like that's a big part of what you're going to face and open towards stability this year. I feel like that's the direction you move towards, Gemini. That's what I think you're supposed to do. And a lot of it has to do with seeing what did and didn't work in the past and putting completion to it and accepting the change factor of it. So you can go have that new excitement and fun. So you can go create those new awesome relationships or foundations that you do want to see come in. Page of Cups. I feel like there's stalling energy here. But it's like somebody stalls or says they want something, but they don't approach. It's like, put me in, coach, but you don't get your ass off the bench kind of energy, whatever that's about. That's what I got for Gemini. Okay. Don't hate me, Gemini. It is what it is. I'm not going to just. I see roses and chocolates. Skittles, bitch. Like, I'm not going to do that. I am not that reader. No. Air, water again. Definitely could be air, water sign that you're working towards moving away from, or whatever sign it is, or wanting to keep them at a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stay over there, and when I want to contact you long distance, I'll dial, the one before the area code or whatever the deal is. Here we go. I'm sorry. I feel bad for what I just did to Gemini. I feel like I just beat up on my Geminis, and I like my Geminis. I need a homie. Don't play that stick. Camera already went out once. We can't be playing with like little homie the clown bats. Can't be doing that. All right, Cancer. 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 Some of you guys are trying to strategically work on a plan, and I get 2 messages. I get 2 messages. Ooh, I wish this was like I almost feel like gambling the message out. So I get 2 messages with this. I wasn't gonna grab them, but I decided, what the heck? Some of you guys are strategically building and working on a plan within inside of yourself of how to do it on your own. The other side of the fence, others of you are working on yourself, but maybe thinking about communicating or collabing with somebody. Collaboration. It doesn't show. You don't see that there. It doesn't say it there. It doesn't say it here. But I feel like partnership. It doesn't have to be a relationship. Not every tarot reads about relationships, but I feel collab. Mulling over the ideas or trying to, while working on yourself, kind of whatever that's about. And I feel like that's the investment you're focused on. I'm going to say what I'm feeling. Let's keep going. Here we go. Cancer. Whatever comes out. Whatever comes out. Let's hear for Cancer signs. That's not enough shuffles. Show me something for Cancer, please. That one in the back. Let's hear for the Cancers. Cancer signs. Very, very career motivated right now. Career motivated. Also, somebody that's a Cancer could be career motivated, but need to cut down on the late night snacks. I said it, and I'll say it again. You may want to watch out on those late night candies, because I did see the candy bars or the little whatever it is, sugar. It's good. It made me hungry. You just made me hungry, Cancer. Justice, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I feel like that's your motive. I feel like your motive is this. I feel like you are working on getting balance with structured career, saving. I feel saving more money on those 2 cards. Also, not wanting to be burdened by things that may have kind of upset you. You're too focused on getting structurizing finances. Some of you could be putting enough away, having enough saved or in the bank. Kind of rainy day and energy. If you feel like it's been lacking, you want to fix that energy is what I'm seeing. Maybe something else for Cancer. Show me something else for Cancer, please. Some of you, so there's the 2 sided there's 2 sides of a coin, and some of you are working towards putting money or investing money, saving money, doing something with your money, getting it to grow or build. Others of you maybe are having on the fence about a big purchase, something about a big purchase. Teetering back and forth if a big purchase is worth it. Here we go. Emotionally, the Emperor reversed. Clarify that. Page. Some of you could be paying something off or just paid something off too. And I'm going to say, for some of you, that's around your children. Balance. Others of you could be waiting to see something, see more good things show up. I feel like good things show up. Give me some clarification on the King of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Just totally waiting. Somebody's totally waiting. Cancer. Could have been waiting for quite some time. It just feels like something that hasn't shifted. You've been waiting for, and you come back and circle the thoughts of it a lot. Oh, somebody out there comes back and circles the thoughts of the. It's like somebody wants to express, communicate with something of the past that hasn't been. I'm going to say it. That literally hasn't been showing up or blossoming the way you want to see it blossom. Others of you have tried to emotionally accept this situation. There's something you've tried to emotionally accept that didn't work out or that you wanted to see work out is what it tells me. The Hangman, the World, the Four of Wands reversed, the Two, it's like the Two of Wands reversed to the Devil upright, to the Queen of Cups, like not wanting to let it cripple. I get like this cripple energy, like not wanting it to mentally frustrate you or emotionally hurt you. I feel like you're well aware of it. It's probably close to the home, whether it had to do with kids, whether it has to do with the a very narcissistic relationship. Two of Cups reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed. Here we go. Something else. I don't feel like you want to be emotionally attached to it. Everything's reversed. You're like, nah, no, I'm done. Everything in love is reversed when it comes to the situation. Oh, look what hit the floor. Everything in what's reversed. The card I had to pick off the floor was love and recognizing it's not worth committing towards something that it could have dealt with somebody that they didn't have clear boundaries or healthy boundaries. This feels like an older person. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. The communication you may have had, the person was probably not too far off from your age. And I feel like you said, you know what? See you later kind of energy. I feel like you said, nope. This is not the judgment for me, or I have to not let it rent any space in my head or pay it any mind. Whether it was a third party, a broken heart, a situation that you felt powerless to. I'm going to tell you, you felt powerless to, or tried to hide the control of a situation, something like that. I feel like you just like, nah, I'm stronger than. I think Cancer's where you identified. I'm stronger than that. I know better than that. It might have been hard for you not to speak up to, and with making that decision, especially if there were other factors, other people involved when it came to your happiness. Somebody could have been what was. It could be what was making the delays. I feel like you've, over the course of maybe, could be 2 years, could be 6 months, whatever time frame this is. I'm not going to try to pinpoint your time frame. I just feel like whatever it is, emotionally, when it comes down to it, you've recognized, I've got to let it go. Something I wanted to rush towards, or I get this like fix situation. I've kind of got to accept it for what it is. Very, very move on energy. Don't lie about it or get stressed out about that. This is not wanting to be stressed out about it, knowing that, and a lot of it has to do with the possible letting somebody be blocked, cut out, not dealing with them, whatever it is. Them not dealing with you, you wanting to deal with them. I feel like you've learned how to. I feel like you've learned how to say, you know what, I'm just gonna try to let things ride the way they need to ride. That's what you know. Some of you, whoever this is for, there is no communication with this person. That whether it's a close knit thing from your home life, or whether it is a relationship that you were riding with. You're really focused on your stability right now. Your stability looks like very important, and getting balanced with that, I'm going to tell you, looks important. Also, not wanting to stress right now. Some of you know you're not wanting to stress. You could either be wanting to check in on family, or family could be wanting to check on you as well. Something like that for the zodiac sign of Cancer. That's what I'm seeing. Here we go. Okay, let's keep going. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Cancer, please. Some of you, I just get this. There's situations that may have felt like they just wouldn't work out. And because of that, it's like the energy you have is Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Building new chapters or going in a direction, and not wanting to feel distraction, but also trying to figure out what's going to happen ahead. Okay, whatever that's about. Here we go. Here we go. Cancer. Cancer. What's the message? Whatever comes out. Others of you know you're not going to lie about situations you've been dealt, the straw you didn't like, or people that were nasty or lied, or just, like a vigilante energy on you. You're not putting up with it. I almost said the F word, like you're like that. You kind of energy. I feel like you're like that. Like, no, like that's definitely, we're not doing this. The energy I feel is, it's good because it's like you're trusting more. You're making the decision. You're learning that that's what sometimes it's best, even if it feels like you're doing it in the dark. Even if you feel like what the decision you make may feel wrong, just for you to find out down the road that it was right. Something like that I need to say to Cancer. Let's keep going. Clarify the Two of Swords and the King of Swords for Cancer. I have to do it. Some of you, let me just show you something. Some of you knew this. Some of you either have known this for quite some time, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you at all, just bear in mind what could show up for you. I feel like this has already happened for the Cancers that it's going to make sense. Two of Swords with the King of Swords. Trying to learn or strategize. Also, while you're doing that, this card wouldn't leave me alone, and I'm like, just take it out. The Seven of Swords, not wanting to invest in things that have been cut out, leaving them completely behind, so you can focus on your happiness, knowing that the best decision is knowing what not to focus or play around with. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like some Cancers, whether you're a woman or man, you dealt with a love bomber, and you learned that there was secretly or became aware. It could have been any sign. I'm not even going to tell you what sign it could have been. Well, I could. Every sign, look at that. Every sign in every corner. So it could have been any sign. Two of Swords, the Sun card, Two of Pentacles, water. But what I'm going to tell you, Cancer, I feel like there's something you've seen for what it was. You've let it go. I don't feel like you wanted to either. Two of Wands energy. I feel like you, at one point, you were hopeful, optimistic about this relationship, because this is some kind of relationship, but it's more or less the Judgment had to show you the toxicity of the situation so you would know not to build in that direction. I'm sorry I'm giving you that, but that's what I'm feeling. I feel like it was taxing, and now it's behind you. Mentally and emotionally taxing. You go from the moon and the secrets are out to the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. This sucked because it made you feel like you couldn't trust what you believed when you really could. What is this? And you finally come out of it, but you may have been a little bit tired after it. I do feel like there might have been a little bit of back and forth at one point. There was probably back and forth after, like almost a let's go again. Let's start picking up the pages where we started. Let's start rebuilding. You know what? But what happened? Somebody knew it was the wrong judgment, whether it's you or them. And I do feel like I'm reading your energy more than theirs. Some of you, they may have plays you like that. That could be the message too. But this right here, the Hangman, the Two of Pentacles, somebody was like thinking, okay, do we do it again? The Knight of Wands to the Eight of Cups. The answer is revealed. No. The answer is no. For whoever needs to hear this. You're in like fight for myself mode, especially emotionally, and release the past. It was so chaotic. You didn't know if you were coming or going in this relationship, is what this tells me. It was like, and I feel like somebody was being foolish or tried to fool you. I don't typically say take advantage, but I'm feeling like somebody was trying to take advantage. Have their slice of pie and a part of your cake too. They want all the cake. This person that you may have been trying to work with wanted all the cake. It wasn't just you. They were all about the cake. Yeah, I'll take that piece over there. And I'll look at this piece over there. Oh, then I'll come back to Cancer when I'm ready. They may not have come back. I do feel like they tried to, or you tried to talk to them. I've got the Four of Wands with the Strength. You have I had enough energy. Have you ever seen the movie Enough with what's her name? I think it's Jennifer Lopez, where it's like a real bad relationship, but she doesn't know she's in a bad relationship until it's too late. I'm not saying it was a bad domestic relationship, but it was you kind of had that feeling, didn't want to trust that feeling, wanted to stay on the high vibe just to find out that the feeling was correct, is what your reading's showing me. Shit was off balance, and you had to take out your homework, take out the pen, figure shit out, realize, yo, what's going on? Kind of be like the drone in the sky, or see, really be paying attention, trying to see what's going on, looking, trying to read into the situation. It just tells me with the High Priestess reversed, the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Hermit reversed, and the Emperor, it may have taken a little bit more than you wanted to believe to respect what you knew. And then once you did, it was like, I'm out. Kind of like I'm out energy. Like nobody wants to be ahead of a situation that's going to hurt them. And I feel like you were. I really feel like Cancer was in this with this. And that probably is something that while that happened, now it's the message I feel like is remember what you learned. Take it. Take it with you. Temperance, the star. Sometimes in life, the most beautiful things we look at are the things we overlook. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you how I feel. The Seven of Cups, the Hierophant. It's almost like the imagination wasn't just a figure of speech or uh, anxiety or fear towards a situation. It was like you were expressing a knowing or whether it's clear knowing, an inkling, an understanding. I do feel like with a death card, you weren't wanting this. With a queen, I feel like you were passionate about this situation. Look at this. You wanted this. But I think you figured out emotionally it needed to be cut out. It just feels like it was too heavy. The burdens were too much. And that there may have been other interference, or there may have been motive why it didn't move or go in the direction to the victory you were looking, why the chariots might have stumbled. Sometimes things are taken out of our lives so we can get truth and clarity or be matched on a loving, respected energy. And I think that's a lot of what some of you went through. That's what I got for you. Cancer. Okay. I think I quoted the right movie. I am not sure if that was, I think it's right. I think it's called Enough or something like that. She learns how to box and defend herself. But I think she's like, I don't think it goes right into her getting her butt kicked in that movie. I think like she realized that she's in the wrong investment and then it's too late. I feel like that's what happened to the Cancers in a relationship. It may not be everybody's story. It doesn't have to be. That's not the point, you know? Here we go. All right. And okay. How did Pisces get put in Leo's spot? Where the hell is Leo? Oh, Leo, you might have to get canceled. What's going on? I got to go through this. I'm missing Leo. All right, I'll just change Cancer to Leo. All right, maybe I had to do that the other time. I don't really remember. Hide. Edit. We'll just change it to Leo. No, we don't want to scroll across the bottom. We just want it to show up. There we go. Here we go. What's the message for Leo? What's the message for Leo? No, I'm not going to skip Leo's. I hope I don't skip any sign tonight. I don't plan to. That's not in the plan. I did not plan to do that. So hopefully we don't. Let's see for Leo. What do we got for the Leos over here? What is the whatever wants to come out for Leo? What do we got for you? Leo. What do we got? What? Okay. What do we got for Leo? Clarify that for Leo. I'm gonna Leo. What do we got? Ta-da! Here we go. You showed up, but you're in the reverse. Give me something else for. I'll give the cards in a second to you, Leo. Hold on 1 second. I want to see a couple more. Show me something else on top of what's here for Leo. What else do you need to say to the zodiac sign of Leo? Whatever. Okay. So, if you're wanting somebody in a relationship right now, let's just be real. This probably isn't the Leo I'm going to connect with. All right, the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So either somebody's either being emotionally distant with communication, could be emotionally distant or harsh with their communication when they come towards you. It doesn't, that could be the scenario for somebody out there. What I'm really seeing, the Two of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, I don't really see you worrying about investing in love right now. The Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups reversed, I don't feel like that's your energy, like jumping. I feel like you're not jumping at excitement towards rushing towards love. Even if you may want it, I don't feel like you're wanting it to bother you right now. I think you're more pursuing action with understanding. It's almost like a self-respect reading. I feel like if things come towards you and you don't trust, like it doesn't feel trustworthy, and you're focusing on school, career, bettering yourself, bettering your family, something of the sort. If something comes with you towards you and you feel like you can't trust it, you'll put it down. I'll put it down. I won't pay it any attention. I won't move towards it. I won't let it disturb my process kind of energy or my happiness. You have the happiness card right before that Three of Wands. Hold on. Show me something else for Leo. Oh, let me show you these two. This is why I feel that way. That's the end of it. That's the last two I picked up. I feel like your motive is money right now. Kind of have this like I'll ignore money or learning. You're about money and learning, reconditioning situations. Letting go of love and I'm done. Focusing on stability for whatever Leo that's for. Wanting the balance of that, knowing that that's what makes sense to you right now. Others of you, you may not be communicating, or when you communicate with somebody, it's on and off. It's very on and off energy. Lovers, the Ace of Swords, the Empress, woman and a man. I feel like when it comes to the open communication, it's very little, or it's like chatter. It's not always there. What? Let's see. I'll give you the one in the middle, whatever that's about. Here we go. Let's flip them around. So there's something here where this is going to be, if you were pushed out of the situation, or if there's somebody you did invest in, Leo, that you want, like, and they moved on. This is if they moved on. If somebody moved on, I do feel like they may have given you a hard time when it precisely after they moved on, or with communication, and you're recognizing it's okay. I've accepted. I've rushed towards the ending of it. I've accepted that the scenario with this past situation, like almost like, what is that game where the clown with the red nose, if you try to grab the bone, but you know you're gonna light the nose up, like you've accepted, like, oh, I failed, or they failed the situation. Like it's acceptance of the past. Something about accepting a situation, giving it thought, striving. A lot of you are striving for balance. I need clarification on anything you can say to Leo. Show me something. You're trusting it. You're trusting what you understand. This is what it tells me about you, Leo. You're trusting what you understand, whether you're a female, a male, whatever you claim yourself to be, and you're putting the work in. That's the message. You're putting the work in. I feel like you're not going to let things hinder you. Yeah, I think you're doing something with progress. You also may be not liking the way somebody communicates towards you, or speaks to you, or tries to control a situation. they may just, this is somebody that, like, you could tell them to grow up and they'd probably grow younger. Whatever that's about. And I think you know this. Leos, it's like a stubborn little kid. And you're like, nah, like, I'm good. I can't see. I can't see that something about it's like you're aware emotionally how they treat situations or how they treat you. I'm gonna say I feel like that's you in the middle of this card and how they treat you. And I'm gonna say I feel like you want nothing to do with it. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune 3, because every time you focused on it or tried to do the right thing, it just upsets you or made you feel like this person wants to see, doesn't care if I'm stuck. Somebody knows that this person doesn't care about me or my feelings. They don't really care, whoever that's for. And you may have lost patience or recognized, something. They got to go. Queen of Swords reversed. They got to go. I'm done. It's they got to go energy. Somebody knows something's got to go. Something's got to go or something's got to give is Leo's reading so far. That's what I'm seeing for Leo. Okay, here we go. Thank you for being here. Remember to hit the like button for me, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to give Leo a little more. Leo a little bit more. Any other messages for the zodiac sign of Leo? I'm telling you, you're focused on stability, getting more stability, seeing things change. A lot of change. There's going to be a lot of change and prosperity for Leos too. I got a side message for you. I was driving home. I happened to look at the clock at 8:18. That's about abundance and prosperity. And I'm like, and I keep seeing that's what you focus on, not love, not being toyed with or used. You're not having it. You're really dedicated to what's going to work or how am I going to make it work right now. And a lot of you have been on this theme for months. Here we go. Here we go. Guess who's on this theme? Is it? Ah! That's you, Leo. That's you. Is it a love situation you're letting upset you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not doing that. Because if you were, you'd be lying to yourself about making the decisions. You're okay. I think you've learned a lot emotionally with past situations. King of Cups upright, Six of Cups. Kind of how to release or fight for yourself, my dear Leos. I really like this, Leo. I really like this. It's like you can't be burdened right now because you're too busy looking pretty with your finances or working on them, playing with them, trying to get balance with your finances, learning, maybe going to school, something like that. I feel like that's the movement you're going to make. And as you make those movements, you may, as you're rushing towards that, Knight of Swords, Chariot, Three of Cups. It's like you're okay with rushing towards having more stability and being more practical. You do want love, but you don't really try to let it show on the outside that you want it. Whoever that's for, that's what the tarot, Ace of Swords. It doesn't show me. I don't. It's not like I'm writing on the back of the cards like read me. But Ace of Swords reverse, Six of Wands reverse, the Lovers, and the Empress. I feel like you're aware of that energy, and that clock on the wall is just telling you. You know that. Kind of like I do want the victory, but I'm okay with cutting up a love victory right now. If it's not showing up, it's all right. Kind of like it's okay. I don't think you're letting it bother you. At one time it may have, or once in a while it crosses the mind, is what this tells me. Once in a while it may cross the mind. But the second it does that, I feel like you release it. That's what you're working on letting go. Some of you, that's what you're working on, the judgments of letting go. Recognizing to cut it out or to make that final decision. Getting the peace of mind. Knowing it's better to leave it behind you, not be upset about it mentally, and work towards what's going to work out for you or maybe the ones you love, the ones you care about, Leo. This is what I'm seeing for Leo so far. A lot of you know if there's something you couldn't build with, or it wasn't showing up, that it's time. It's kind of like it's time to move on, or you've known that. I feel like you've known that stubbornly. I'm going to say this. I feel like you're stubbornly aware of it. That's what I got for Leo. Here we go. Okay, we're going to do Virgo in a minute. Welcome in, everybody. What time is it? It's only 10. That's not bad. It's a little bit later than I thought. How's everybody doing? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Leo, you got some change. Before we go, don't lie about the changes that are going to come in. They're coming. I feel like they're coming, and I feel like it's just going to happen. It may. I'm not putting a time frame on it, but I feel like it's just going to show up. All right, let's go. Let's go to Virgo. Virgos. Psychically, if you mess with somebody right now, and I'm going to go back again. Hold on. I'm going to give it to Leo. This may not pertain to every Leo watching, but I feel like if you're single, Leo, and you entertain somebody, maybe you'll get 3 months out of it, and that's it. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling, because a lot of the time I do that, people figure it out for themselves after, and they have to wait. Usually I have to wait for it to come back to me in whichever way it flux to my direction or gets put in front of me to show me the truth. And I've accepted that as well. So there you go. You may have to wait. That's more or less for the single Leos. Here we go. Let's go to Virgo. What's the energy on Virgo? What's the energy on Virgo? What do you want me to say to Virgo? You're going to get the different shuffle. Don't know why. I'm just going to do it. It just seems like it makes sense. Try something different. Put these over here, and I'll still shuffle some more. Virgo. Some of you guys are wanting to see the sail set. I'm feeling like a new direction, Virgo. Like you want to see the sail direct in a new direction. You want to see stuff come clean, correct, precisely, very enjoyable. I get this like enjoyable energy. Some of you, you're ready for a new relationship, or emotionally you've accepted that the balance you didn't get in relationships, that's not something you have to worry about. Some of you, it's like if you did worry, you don't worry anymore. I'm going to tell you, that's what I'm feeling. Right off the rip, you're not worried. You're content. You're very content right now, is what I'm getting on Virgo. Grab it. What do we got? And some of you are content with a communication that is non-existent. Others of you, I feel like it might have been a little bit of it might have felt a little. Some of you, there's an uneasy, settling feeling I just got where it was hard to know to put it down, but you did it. It still may cause a little bit of ripple effect, or make you a little back and forth about having to make the decision not to move towards this. But I feel like you know the investments that needed to be cut out, that might have been emotionally draining the hell out of you. When I say draining the hell out of you, that's super drain. And I feel like Virgo's aware of that. Hold on. Shuffle. Some of you, it's a career endeavor too. Some of you, it's deciding if what you're doing makes you happy or you want to continue. I'm going to say it and show it to you. If you're deciding what makes you happy, or if you want to continue to play with it, or if you want to go manifest more abundance somewhere else, go after more. You're on that fence factor. Do I do this? Do I discover that? Do I move towards that? I feel like you're going to figure this out with that wheel. I feel like you're figuring this out. You also could be getting over a loss and learning to respect yourself and put yourself out in better situations in your own environment, Virgo. That's what I'm seeing. You're focused on on knowing what to do or working at it, or secretly you know that's the best thing to do, or best angle to work on. I'm done. Work on. I am so done. You know that. And if you say no, that's not it, you'd be lying. Some of you have lost the patience with how things have went in the past, whether it's around love or getting the secret desires or manifestations you want to see become committed towards you correctly. Some of you, some of you guys are just, I don't want to say waiting. You feel more like you're accepting what may have been hard to, get across or fight for. Become strong internally about with these past connections that feel like they were not so solid. I feel like you've already went to analyzing the situation for what it is. You also may know the best move was to move on. I'm so done. Like some of you knew you couldn't build in that direction, and that was the decision at hand. I can't. It had to go. There was something that had to go emotionally, passionately. I do get the energy you wanted it to show change, to have that change factor, to work out but it couldn't. Something about it just can't. It had to end. I'm done. I'm so done. I can't do that. That one's getting me all riled up. We'll go to the other cards. Somebody knows that. Somebody or more than one. You know that. The other party, you both know it. Whoever it is or the people around you that it is. You both are aware, Virgo. Both parties know the entertainment factor of that situation. And I could tell by the way it was coming out. I could feel it. And I was like, I didn't like it. Here we go. Let's keep going. Give me something else. Please give me something pretty for Virgos. I don't know. We'll see. What else is here? Whatever comes out, Virgo. What's here for Virgo? What do you got? The message they need to see. What is the message Virgo needs to see? May not like this part, and this may not be for everybody, but the cards that were showing me is there are some Virgos that they're nervous of. Some of them out there, and I do feel like I was getting you. You're nervous about let me do this on my own. You want to have the fulfillment of love. You don't want to have to worry about finances. I just feel this, and it's like, what's going on? You're aware, but at the same time, you may have dealt with somebody that you had to move away from, or that wasn't fighting for you. I feel like they were blocking the sun or your happiness, and that's what emotionally, the World card. It was like you had to make the judgment. You had to let it go. That the world and the wheel, like you had to say, something. If it doesn't come at me right, or if it comes at me in circles, in circles. When I wanted to see balance, I'm okay with it being out of balance emotionally. Somebody knows that the risks they wanted to take probably would have kept them stuck. Or you dealt with somebody that when it came to communication, there was no emotional breakthroughs with the building of it or the moving towards this direction. You couldn't build towards this direction with this individual. You can't. They won't listen to you. You won't listen to them. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever that is. Two of Swords. Temperance and Six of Swords. I think you've learned that some things are better left alone and to focus on yourself and let things happen, not organically, but naturally. You definitely could be a woman that learned this. I've got to let things happen naturally, not organically, and I've got to see things for what they are. It's logical, but I also feel somebody's nervous about escaping a situation or an outcome of a situation, the judgment, what's going to go down. Somebody could have made you feel nervous or it's like uncalled for energy. I don't know how else to say that. It feels uncalled for. 5 of Swords, the Strength, 2 of Wands, making you feel like you have no choice but to make a decision. And a lot of you, it's focusing on yourself. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the foundations, not focusing on things that are going to toxically disrupt you, make you feel like you can't build with them, or throw you off balance. You're like, no. I feel like Virgos are like, no. You know something? I'm not going to be tricked when it comes to my happiness or heading to my victories. Whether it's in love, whether it's with moving away from a situation and receiving change, or the lack of getting the love from a situation. And if it did stress you out, I feel like now you're trusting the direction you want to look at because you've already looked at the things that are behind you. And now you're trying to find, you're basically figuring out what's going to work and what's not. Some of you are chasing the fact that this person will never tell you the truth, and you accepted that, even though you didn't want to. That's what this tells me. Definitely could be earth sign, air sign, by the way. Earth sign, air sign, maybe a water sign is what I'm seeing. And I feel like what you're doing is you're putting down the thoughts or the burdens and trying to manifest a happy connection or see one show up. If you're worried about it, don't put your thoughts in the worry or the fears of it. Just manifest, put it out there what you want. Just because it may not be coming in right now, it doesn't mean it's never going to show up, is what I see for Virgo. Okay. Here we go. Virgo. I hate to say this, Virgo, but I feel like the reading just makes me feel like you put your heart on your sleeve and it just wasn't identified or it wasn't trusted. Also, it doesn't just feel that way. It also feels like there's a lack of trust between you and another. They don't trust you or you don't trust them, or somebody could be, I don't know if it's superior or need to work on better mental health. There's a scenario like that too, is what I'm getting. All right, let's go to the next sign. Here we go. Libra. In a minute. I need some soda. Okay. I want peanut butter cups. I gave my kid peanut butter cups before I came out here. Good call, Julia. I literally, before I came out here, I opened up 2 Reese's cups and was like, here, buddy. Here we go. Libra. And I just happened to see your comment. There's a Libra out there that you're either investing, you're building, you're starting to try to build yourself up or move in that direction. So the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Coins upright. Some of you, it's moving to emotional happiness, not wanting to feel neglected or stress about the lack of situations showing up or messing with stability when it comes to celebrations. I don't feel like you want to be stuck in the energy of holding on to things that didn't work. Something about I don't want to be stuck in the energy. And I do. This just tells me you're aware of this, or that you've come to the discovery you can no longer be stuck, and that you've released it with the King of Swords reversed. Give me something else for Libra. Here we go. Let's keep shuffling. What else is here for Libra? one's coming out. I think you've let go of things, Libra. Things that may have needed to be. I think you've let go, and you know you have. This tells me it isn't just your imagination running wild. That's the Hierophant reversed. You've learned that some things are better off gone. Or left behind. I swear, if the devil shows up. No, it's just some of you have accepted things that emotionally don't work out or lack the building process. I would have told you if I saw the devil, when it comes to your happiness, I feel like you're striving in that direction. If I did see the devil jump out in those two cards, there would have been a little bit of ego going on in there, but it didn't show up. I feel like you're not willing to stress with the past, and I feel like you know that you're aware of this emotionally. The Hermit and the Nine of Cups, you're embracing that. You know that, like, stubbornly, like, no, why am I going to cling on to things that mess up my happiness? Or why would I even give it any time of day? You're not. Death card, Three of Coins reversed to Queen of Cups. You've totally shut it down. I'm done. You've learned, or you've known it's okay, and I'm good. I'm good energy. Whatever this is that wants to show up, let's see what it is. I'm good. Kind of like I've clarify those two. Clarify them. I'm good. I had the hurdles, or I had the 10. I stubbornly knew I had this in front of me, but I became passionate about my awareness, whatever that's about, with your judgments or your surroundings, and I don't feel like you're getting stuck. A lot of you are also focusing on career. Some of you, somebody around you could feel like they're being ignored, or could feel like the kids, like, they don't get enough help with the kids, whatever that's about. Or like somebody's off doing something else. Somebody wants to know what's going on. The other person's not really bothered by it. There's the devil. Here we go. Clarify the devil. Somebody, I'm done. Somebody, whether somebody views you or you view somebody, like they're stuck in their ways, like there's an energy. So somebody views a situation. I feel like you view a situation where you know that you had no choice but to work on yourself, and you may have dealt with, I'm getting deceptive energy, or energy that just wouldn't stand the length of time in a situation. The Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands reversed. It was more lust based, or that you don't have sex with a person. The person doesn't fight for you. You don't even. At this point, the communication isn't very fun, or it's. I get like overlooked, or just it's just this doesn't feel good. Hold on. I feel like you've been really focused on balancing your career or your money. These are the thoughts that you rush towards, and it does look successful. For who? Who's going to get the balance? I feel like you're going to get the balance. I feel like those are the right moves. Anything that comes towards you like this, that you know may cause you this. What happens? I feel like Libra puts their Nikes on, their running shoes. Says nope. I'm gonna keep building towards fight. You're very goal oriented right now, and playing with that. That's your message. I'm done. That's what Libras are doing. Emotionally, when it comes to love or the movement of it not showing up right now, I don't feel like that's something. I feel like it goes around, comes around, but right now, I feel like you're more focused on career, or getting the shift with it, and getting the victory with it. Career could also start to look better. You just may have to wait it out a little bit longer to see more. Some of you, the message is career's going to look better. While career's looking better, just be patient for the love to show up. Something like that for Libra. Okay. All right. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio. Here we go. I thought I put Sagittarius on the board. I had to look. I'm like, wait a minute, did I just skip a sign again? All right. You know you're getting heavy when you get your butt off the chair and you feel like the air compression of the chair, like push the chair into your ass. I gotta start going to the gym. What in the pooper? Here we go. Let's go. You know you're putting on some. I put on some security weight this year. I did. Oh, and I gotta slim it down like I'm gonna go fight Conor McGregor or something. Here we go. I don't know. He's a little too small. Go to the light heavyweight class. Here we go. You know you've gained weight when you do this and you see this shit. I can't stand that shit. I mean, I do have to kind of make my necks look like necks, but I hate seeing that. I always wanted to buy that ball. You do this and it's supposed to like make your jawline sexy. And I'm like, screw the jawline, get rid of the chunk right here and work on the love handles. But I just haven't been moving my butt yet. I need to work on that. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio. What's the message? Whatever comes out for Scorpio. What do we have for lovely Scorpio? Scorpio. Show me something for them. What do you want me to see for Scorpios? They showed me your card, so you may show up in this reading. Could be, right off the bat, if you dealt with an air sign, could be very chaotic or headachy. Very needy or wanty on you. You may have kind of like backed off or anybody comes towards you. It definitely could be an, oh my, every card is basically, it's air. So I'm gonna tell you, there's something with a thought process. Also with the endings, recognizing I don't really want to deal with a situation. It's earth sign, air. It's earth or air right now. I'm done. You're not rushing towards this earth or air. I am so done. You're not rushing towards this judgment. You're letting it. You're escaping. You're escaping. You're like that person that you get put in a maze, and the maze is like level 10, and you're already at like the finish line, and the person, like, if somebody was trying to catch up to you in a maze, you found the exit before they found their way to like level 3. You're at level 10 with saying no, putting things down, because you're very goal motivated right now, focusing on the things you want to show, that you want to see show up. See what it is. Emotionally and passionately, you may also know that you don't know if you can trust it, whatever that or whoever that's for. There's somebody, whatever sign, fire, air, water, earth, whatever it is. Feel like stubbornly, you know, there's something where you just may feel like it's throwing you off balance, or it's not something you want to really put your time and effort or work with. It's like I get this energy like you're like, I got to put it behind me, or do. I feel like you overlook it, whatever sign, earth, air, water, whatever sign it could be. I feel like you see something for what it is, and you're not willing to build with it. Scorpio, you may know this. Some of you, this could pertain to love. Others of you, this could pertain to a working environment. When it comes to your happiness, that you're just going to put behind you. I don't feel like you want to be emotionally bothered. Clarify this. What's going on? Could be a Sagittarius you dealt with. I'm going to say it. Could be a Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Maybe a Leo. But whatever it is, I think you're over a situation or the reconciliation of it. I think you're okay with it. Like you. This is to me like I've moved on and I'm trusting the decision or communicating the right way with accepting that I got to focus on things that are going to work out for me kind of energy. You're accepting. I feel like you know that. And if you don't know that yet, you're going to start to learn that. Somebody's going to start to learn that. I feel like there were a couple readings I did that had a lot of powerful independent readings. You are one of the, I feel like yours is really powerful with independence, precision. And some of you are still going to face that or have to face a situation. Is something worth the investment or is it not? You go back to that with the 10 of Pentacles, moving towards it, the Ace of Wands. I just feel like you're working on yourself, rushing towards working on yourself and trying to focus on the right path or the things that are going to show up correctly. I don't feel like you're, if somebody's dragging their feet or slowing you down, I don't think you're going to allow that for much longer, or you've either already cut it out or you're going to accept the situation. And somebody could get there's struggles with moving on. And I do feel like that's an energy that either it could be you're struggling to move on from a situation that you really loved and took care of. Others of you, what it could be is somebody's struggling to release you. I feel like somebody's struggling to let you go. I feel like they'd be lying if they try to say, no, I've got balance. I feel like somebody's lying. I feel like they want to work it out with you. This person definitely wants to work something out with you or play with you. Emotionally, they may fear getting cut out. Emotionally and mentally, they do fear the lack of the celebration or becoming part of your past is what it shows me. Queen of Swords energy. Emotionally, they could also be holding on to things, conflicts of the past, and not opening up that way. But I feel like there's a worry feeling on this. The Wheel, the Chariot, and decision time. So either you're going to have to come to a closure with a decision, or they're going to be waiting to see how you handle the situation. That's most likely. I'm not going to say if you reconcile, maybe that's for somebody, but it feels more or less if you are doing something or with somebody, but it feels like the momentum isn't there. I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's inevitable to come to an ending, a closed cycle. It's just going to end. I feel like you're putting too much energy on yourself and the things you're committed to in love. I do feel like you want love, but I feel like you're going to have new options, or change is what brings in balance in that direction. I'm done. Brings in balance in that direction. I'm done. Here we go. Like, I love when it does that, but it's like, you know what I mean? I really like that, but I'm like, it's just showing you what I'm saying. Here we go. All right. Scorpio. Give me something else, please, for Scorpio. Whatever comes out. Whatever comes out for Scorpio. Ooh, what is it? The Hermit. Show me why. I feel like internally you're building up yourself and loving yourself or those around you right now. I feel like you have a lot the message right there. I feel like you have a lot of love to give. A lot of love to give. Why you have a lot of love to give, there's certain things that you may know that you want to keep at a distance or cut out and continue to work or move. Move towards what? Move towards what? Playing with your finances, your happiness, things that motivate you or excite you. For my dear Scorpios, some of you have tried to be patient with this situation. I get the energy like you've waited a while, but this decision, you've been striving for the balance or seeing it build or move. Some of you guys could have had people you felt like you couldn't trust or focus on as well, for my dear Scorpios, whatever that is. The Page of Wands reverse, communication, Five of Wands, very unsure of. Then it goes from the Page of Wands, not sure of the communication or trusting your surrounding people. You had to leave people, maybe to find new people, maybe even emotionally close off, maybe emotionally accept yourself. Kind of see things for what they are, accept them for what they are, maybe know not to go in that direction. Go to the bottom. Queen of Pentacles could be focusing too. You don't want to be stressed out about making those decisions, or you didn't want to be when it happened. But at the same time, health is important, and career or motive. What else is here? Give me something on top of that. Clarify that. I feel like some of you could see a relationship come in. And I almost get like you didn't expect it to. The Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands reversed. It may be a little delayed. Something about, I'm done. It may be delayed, but there's the new love card. I feel like you could get new love coming towards you. I'm going to say what I'm feeling. There could be excitements or offers. I think we had, yes, you're going to be looking at different offers or have the option to pick what's on the wall. You know, what's on the whiteboard? What's on the agenda? Who do I want to go towards? I feel like that's what you're going to do in celebrations. I do feel I felt delays when I saw this, but it felt love, and then Ace of Cups came out. Some of you are going to have the options coming towards you, or you're going to go towards them. Anything else? One or two shuffles, and you know who it showed me? You. Let's see what's with it. So some of you are going to really take your time or not want to focus on things or dilemmas of going towards that direction. I feel like emotionally you've already been there, and you're going to be very wise about how you do this. Very wise. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's delayed. That Justice card, that King, that Four of Wands, like it's delayed. Maybe it's because you're focusing on forward goals and progress right now and not wanting to be disturbed or putting too much effort or movement in that direction. Oh, just because it's not showing up or you may not be chasing it, something like that. I feel like it's coming. I'm going to end it here. I feel like this is coming. While you're putting the work in towards yourself, I feel like that's showing up. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Some of you out there, somebody's coming, or new people, situations are showing up for you. Just going to take some time. Two of Pentacles. I feel like it's going to happen. Done. I feel like it's going to happen for you. It doesn't look bad, but some of you are going to have to move away from something that isn't working, or you're going to move towards something that can work, and it could be very unexpected. It's what I'm getting for Scorpio. All right. Here we go. Sagittarius. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Okay. Sagittarius. Thank you from India. Welcome in. That's pretty cool. I like that she's far away. You can go up on the board for a second before we do Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Those are pre-shuffled. Let's go to these. Sagittarius. Here we go. What's the message? Whatever comes out. Sagittarius. Sag. I'm not going to mess with it. Dude, that just felt right. I saw your card, but it's in reverse. What's going on? I just feel like if there was confliction in the past, you're saying no to that. Page of Swords is reversed. The Five of Wands is reversed. You're not going to battle or tangle a-holes right now with things that may have been disturbing, things that may have surfaced, whether it was emotionally an emotional commitment or playing in that direction, precisely going after it. I feel like you're not going to really let it disturb. I feel like the mind, something about your peace of mind, you're not going to let it throw you off. Or this is love. This is love or something you cared about. You're not rushing towards the problematic side of things. I feel like you're going to start focusing on health, career, or things that you want to build to that you're passionate about. Others of you, water sign, air sign, I feel like you cut out the emotional things that got in the way in the past. This is what I'm seeing. I feel like this is what you've done. I feel like you've let this go. I feel like you've released this. Things that were emotionally like a disturbance emotionally, or were hard to cope or accept. Now emotionally you're okay. The investment it was hard to release or let go of. So you may have went back and forth about how you felt about it. I feel like you don't do that anymore. I don't feel like you do that anymore. I feel like you know that. I feel like, look at this. I feel like you've left it behind you. A lot of it was because it was throwing you off balance, or it felt like it wasn't trustworthy. Could have, if it wasn't that it wasn't trustworthy, maybe it just felt like it wasn't emotionally receptive. Oh, I have one of these backwards. Like it wasn't emotionally receptive. Give me something else. Sagittarius. Whatever was whether you moved towards something or something moved towards you, but it felt like it was draining or slowing down the process. You might have even felt a little untrustworthy. After all time really fighting for yourself. I feel like really fighting for yourself. Also trying to expand your awareness, skill sets. Something about awareness or skill sets. Trying to balance things out and not be upset about things that you've already dealt with. I just get like I've already dealt with this situation energy, and I'm not going to lie about how I feel about it. The Ace of Cups, how I've looked at it, how I've entertained it, whether it comes towards me or not, whatever that's about. The Moon. I just get you're over something. If there was a hill to climb, you've climbed the hill and already started walking down the other side. Something like that. I feel like you're good. To me, that's like I'm over it. All right, let me give you a little bit more. We're gonna leave these over here. I'm gonna use that same deck and just see what else comes out. Whatever I can get out, and then we'll go to the other one. I just want to see if I can get anything else. You're over it. I'm done. You're over. You're over something. There's something you had to discover and just let go. And now you may be fighting for new celebrations, or new celebrations could arise. Something about they could show up for you. This could be the outcome for the Sagittarius. I think you had to get over being stuck about communication or allowing that it was non-existent. I don't feel like it triggered you. I feel like at one point it really upset you. That's what I feel like. I don't feel any triggered energy on the situation. I do feel like it was a little upsetting here, though. I mean, it was probably hard to accept the ending or move on, is what I'm seeing. Accept the what? The change. But I think you did it. I definitely think you did it. A lot of you had to do with something that was close to not just to the heart, close quarters. Relationship. I don't care if it's a sister, brother, boyfriend, husband, whatever it is. I feel like that's something you had to look at. Let's go to the other tarot deck for you. Others of you might have had to look at yourself a little deeper too. I do get that energy. A lot of you you had to do that while you had to go through the emotions of a situation. It brought you closer to yourself. Oh, something like that. Oh my God, look at the bottom of the deck. It brought you closer to your emotions. Woohoo! You started to invest and pay attention. All right. Wow. That was pretty cool. The uniqueness of that and the odds of that are surprising. I think because you had to let something go, it just made, let me tell you, you may have had to let something go with a celebration, an investment. Emotionally, you did want this. It tells me you did want this. The decision is something else is coming towards you, or you can move towards something else. Somebody needs to hear that. There's a single Sagittarius that's your message, or more than one. Don't overthink a situation. Don't overanalyze a situation of the past. I think you've already been through this motion. I feel like you've been through this motion, to be honest. And now you've got balance. It may have felt real chaotic at night, but you're not emotionally stuck on it. You're not worried about it. You've basically said, what is done is done. I want to go after good things. I want to go after things that are going to make me feel like it's worth my offer, or shows me that it's got a valid offer. It could be showing up. Page of Wands. You could get some open communication too. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles. Somebody could want to communicate with you or love how you communicate, or vice versa, something like that. Knight of Pentacles with a Judgment, the Fool, the Chariot. Something had to go. Something needed to stop. And I think Sagittarius had the knowing. I feel like you knew something wasn't showing up. It was almost like, have you ever heard the term broken crayons can still color? Whether you were broken, they were broken. It doesn't matter to me who was broken. What matters is the fact the colors, they can still color. Not only that, it's the fact that it may have, I just feel like it was in 1 minute and then it was unsure of what to do the next minute. I'm just seeing this for what it is. The Eight of Wands reversed. It wanted to offer emotions, but then it shuts right down. Makes you start to wonder or think about what's going on here. Show me one more. You got two. Could have been a earth sign, fire sign, air sign. Maybe a Gemini. That's what I'm seeing. If it's a water sign, whoever it is, there was a lack of commit. Somebody was afraid to commit or stay committed. It's what it's telling me. That's why that's why, and I think you learned all about it. You know what I mean? If there was an assignment to learn, you've learned the assignment on that situation. And I think you've released it. The Six of Wands reversed and the Two of Wands. You had no choice but to be strong and release it. It wasn't showing up the way you were hoping for. And I don't, and you know this. Whoever this is for, you're aware of it. That's what I see for Sagittarius. Showing up or showing out correctly. The energies weren't staying matched or aligned. Whatever that's about, Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, let's do the next side. Capricorn. Capricorn. What do we got? Stability. If you get some money, Capricorn, side message for a Capricorn watching. If somebody falls into some money, don't go out and spend it I can't even say the word frivolously. Don't go out and spend it frivolously. My mouth is dry. I gotta drink some soda that I'm almost out of. I have water down here. I should start drinking that. Don't go out and spend your money frivolously. I couldn't even spit it out. My tongue was in the way. Here we go. I'm telling you, it's something about be careful with what you do with money. Didn't know that was there. I saw two other cards a second ago, and it wasn't those, but it was money cards. clarify that moon. Show me why. If somebody tried to build with you, no matter what sign they were, another earth sign, water sign, air sign, whatever sign may have tried to come back towards you, I feel like you knew it wasn't really the right investment. Like it was just like, no, ring around the rosy. I feel like you couldn't lie about this. And I think you've been working on manifesting not only truth and clarity, but fighting emotionally and seeing judgments for what they are. Some of you have had no choice but to see things for what they are, see the truth of situations. There's nothing wrong with seeing that or seeing that the judgment isn't the right one for you. The star with the Ace of Swords is you being, I'm going to say this, and I don't usually say this. I feel like if you went through that, you probably made the right decision. Whether you trusted it or you didn't, you probably made the right decision. Or you learned something about making a choice that wasn't simple emotionally, but you did it. And because you did it, you didn't take another gander or run with it. It did have some excitement in the past, though. I think you did put the door down. I feel like you shut the door. You started focusing on yourself or trying to focus on money for yourself. I'm just going to say building more practical strength in finances and trust within inside of who you are or what you bring to the table, whatever that's about. Here we go. Let's keep going. Some of you may have had to cut out an earth sign, air sign, water sign, or you got cut out by one, whatever that's about. Oh my goodness, I just dropped all the cards. Oh man, the two cards that I can see, I'm gonna give you every card I can see. There's a couple of them. There's the ace. I'm gonna give you these are all on the back side, so I'm not gonna give you these. You have the Ace of Pentacles, stability before that, emotionally not wanting to be affected. But then you have the King of Pentacles in change. I feel like not only do you have luck, you have strong movement with balance, with either career or fixing situations around maybe you and your inner circle, your inner family, something like that. Whatever that's about. Maybe healing things from the past as well. Reflecting, getting changes from the past, releasing things out of your control from the past, the Emperor reversed, respecting that that's what you needed to do, focusing on the things that you have to work with that are in front of you and that you can take on head on. Others of you aren't so, I don't feel like you're worried about the options or the victory right now with them. Whoever that's for, I don't see you being worried. So there's two things here. Some of you want love, but you're not really worried about that. You're really worried about being either practical or knowing like what to go after right now. Seeing things for how they need to shift, knowing what didn't work, doing a lot on your own, not wanting to be frustrated with situations, whether it's emotional or discovering. I just feel like you're learning a lot, or you learned a lot in the last relationship, or there's somebody that may even be blocked, or you blocked, or somebody's not talking. Emotionally stubborn. Somebody hung something up, whether you did or they did. Somebody hung a situation up. It's at a dead halt. It's not being worked on, and I feel like you're working on yourself. I feel like you're working on yourself or giving your time to maybe the kids. The sun reversed. There's a kid on the sun. I feel like you're giving yourself time to close investments or investing more in oneself versus a relationship. That's what I'm seeing for you. Okay. Good night. got? Put these up here. I feel like somebody needs to hear. If it was hard to move on, or they struggled to move on, or it took a long time. That can have so many different scenarios or reasonings wise. I feel like it's not like you're gonna start to do that or put the effort in a little bit more. Emotionally, not be stuck on things emotionally or things that have already happened. This is what I'm feeling on Capricorn. Here we go. 3 of Cups. You're putting down things that may have thrown you off balance or made you feel stressed out. And the message I have for you is trust the situation. I feel like it's healthy. I really feel like it's healthy. I'm going to show you whatever this is that wanted to show up. I feel like it's healthy. Some of you are learning or accepting to move on or have. Ace of Swords. Cut things out. Trust your inner experiences to get the balance that you want to see fit. The 6 of Pentacles, the Hermit reversed. But sometimes it's going through completions or cutting the things out that don't belong. Don't stress over anything but the things that you can be in front of. The past is behind you for a reason. 6 of Cups reversed, because the past isn't only supposed to teach us lessons. Sometimes we're supposed to go back to the past and remember the lessons, the love, the experience. Those are the things that matter. At least that's what I'm gonna tell you. And I feel like a lot of you have been doing a lot of, either you work for yourself, you own a business, or you work and take care of the situation around the home. Something like that. Here we go. No, that didn't feel right. Let's keep going. Shows back up at will. Here we go. Anything else, Capricorn? Flipping to me. Show me something else. What else is going on? Why is that like that? Some of you, the message is, if you've been doing things alone but wanting to see something shift or change, that 3 of Wands energy, wanting it to move or change, to start showing up for you. Love situation, 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Magician, wanting to see something blossom or build, or being able to work with somebody else. Your message is simple. Give it a little more time. Give it a little more time, and it may just show up for you. Clarify the Death card. I feel like while you're busy and not really paying much mind to a love situation, a lot of it has to do with the restrictions of what had happened already. That's when things show up. Because you have Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance, a connection wanting to bloom or happen. Then you go from something that may not have been being very honest with you, or you felt like it was untrustworthy or fishy, not lying to yourself about releasing that. But there's also another message there. It could also be that what may have not shown up to you, or what didn't commit to you, or treated you like a false connection, came to a closure to bring you closer to the victory that you're gonna have. But I feel like when this shows up, you're already focused more on yourself than anything. I feel like that's when the love shows up or the offer comes in. That's what I got. I'm done. The Knight of Cups, the Lovers. That's when the love starts to show commitment and starts to grow. That's what I'm seeing for. I almost said the wrong sign. Capricorn. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's go to, it's getting chilly down here. And I don't want to turn on the heat again. It's like I'm good with that. I can't wait for the weather to change. I'm so over this cold weather. All right. Thank you guys for all being here. Please remember to hit that like button. I appreciate you for watching the channel and subscribing to the channel. Here we go. Aquarius. Whatever comes up. I don't know, but somebody could have had to move or got a new home, whatever that's about. Or that could be what they're working to, something about you're working towards it or want to see that. Something about I want a new home or I want a new investment within a home. I feel like this is like I'm ready for love. I'm looking for it. Is it looking for me? So some of you may want to move towards it. Some of you may want to move towards it. Others of you may be wondering if you should even deal with it if it were to come in. Okay? So some of you like are accepting like, oh yeah, I'll take something on. I'll go into this love situation like a bat out of hell. Others of you are like, meh, do I go towards it? Seven of Swords with building. Not really sure if you could trust building or moving in that direction. Some of you. Others of you, you're like, boom, Queen of Pentacles, taking care of business, wanting to see something move or change within the stability of home or love. Wanting King of Swords, being wanting to be on the pursuit of happiness. Ace of Cups. I don't feel reconciled. I feel straight new thing. Like come to me or I'm coming to you. Move in that direction. Six of Swords. King of Wands. I feel like you don't stress about it, but you understand it for what it is. The Hermit to the some of you. So some of you, the message is, I don't care if it comes towards me. Others of you are like, no, I want it to move towards me. Some of you are very preoccupied with your you're either going to be preoccupied with buying new things for maybe celebrations or birthdays or something. You may have to purchase something for other people around you. Birthdays may arrive. Something could show up around you like that, or you could be buying yourself stuff or changing, clearing things out, getting rid of clutter, buying new things, whatever that's about. Here we go. I do not get you're focused on the past. Not at all. One card, you're not focused. Whoever this is for, I feel like the past is okay where it is. That tells me the past is cool behind me. I've learned this. I've learned to commit to that energy. And I want new options. Somebody wants new options. Somebody wants to have those new options. They've already this is something they're discussing. They're deciding, or they will decide. So some have made the decision. Others are getting there. Show me something else. Anything else, Aquarius? Oh, I like how that happened. And I'll give you the bottom one, whatever's going on. Somebody's wanting to see the actions or get more clarity with finances, taking care of situations in front of them. Feels like finances and health. I'm going to tell you, finances and health. Whether you take care of somebody with bad health or you need to keep your health up, I feel like you're ready for love and happiness to show up. Look at this. I feel like you're just waiting for it to show up, and just give it the test of time or trust it. If you were in a relationship that burned you, the devil, when it came to getting balance, I mean, burned you, like treated you really badly. Well, guess what? I think you're getting a wish fulfillment here. Somebody could be getting a wish fulfillment in the next relationship. Something where I feel like it's really powerful, like an offer that, Almost feels too good to be true. Wants to, I'm done. You're reading so easy. It's kind of pretty. I like how pretty it sits. Chariot, something wants to move towards you, or you end up moving towards something that may be the right investment or something fun to play with. It doesn't feel like, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't feel like anything that's been hashed out or dealt with that it doesn't feel like anything you've already walked away from. It really doesn't feel like that. I don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's brand new. I feel like it's not something. Hold on, clarify anything you can. Show me something. Jump. Show me something for them. It's going to be brand new. I'm telling you, it's going to be brand new. It's going to be brand new stability. Either you're working fiercely towards your stability or you're going to get brand new stability. And some of you, it is with love. I'm done. That's it. That's the key. I'm telling you. I feel like it's just a matter of time. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to the next side. What do we got? I almost keep saying Sagittarius for some reason. Aquarius. Look at one shuffle. Page of Cups. But that can be very shattering. Some of you, that could be very shattering. That could be very in and out, or that it would depend on how much shows up on top of that, or what shows up beside it, and how I feel about it when I look down and read it. Let's see what you get. Show me something for Aquarius, please. Whatever comes up. One more. Show me something for Aquarius. So you've said no to something that had to go, is what this tells me. 6 of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and change. There's something that it had to go. It had to go. It had to go. Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. When it came to wanting to play with it, you kind of had to recognize that it wasn't the best option or thing to go towards. He wasn't the best option. I'm going to say it. He wasn't the best option for whoever needs to hear that. The 6 of Pentacles, the Empress. She may have been aware of this. 2 of Cups. May have been very painful to separate. The King of Swords, you figured it out or you've let go. I feel like you realized, something. I'm better off accepting things for what they are. I almost want to say like you had no choice but to purge the result of accept, purge, understand, kind of. Show me something else. Might have stressed you out at first or been hard to let go of, is what this tells me. Either stressed you out, or some of you, it just made you curious what they were doing or who they were doing what with, or why it came to a sudden halt. Some of you, it was what I first said. 6 of Wands reversed, 3 of Swords. Like, is there something going on? Are they offering this somewhere else? What's going on here? And where's the communication? Some of you really had to go back to the drawing board and really see if it was emotionally worth your time or investment. Kind of go within inside of yourself, make a decision. What's best for me? Maybe letting it go, maybe trusting that decision, maybe saying it's time to move on, maybe saying I'm not going to get stuck with something that I'm not going to force it. If the judgment doesn't want to show up, I'm just going to learn that that's the best outcome, and it's got to go. It's got to go. Let's be real. I'll be patient for the cupcake that wants to come in. Can't lie to myself about a situation. Can't overthink a situation. Something like that. And because you went through that, I wouldn't be surprised if now all of a sudden something comes back. Some of you, maybe a person tries to come back. With what I'm seeing, good luck. I feel like you shut the door on that. Others of you, I feel like something new shows up. And a lot of you, I just feel like something new comes towards you while you're at work. I'm so over this. While you're at work, you may not expect what's coming towards you. It looks like love, or you may not know if you want to entertain it, is what it's telling me. Knight of Cups reversed, the Lovers, again, like the first reading, and your stability. So you're focused on your stability, and love may want to just come back around. Something like that is what I'm getting on your energy. What are you trying to do? Or is that them? Hold on. Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups. I just feel like you're not going to let things cut you down or bother you. You'll pay no mind to certain things. Page of Pentacles, balance. Some of you, you're going to pay no mind to a water sign, fire sign, earth sign. I have everything. Water, fire, air, earth. You're good. You've said, look at this. Deuces. You're like deuces on a situation. I got the steering wheel. I'm taking the reins away from the situation. I'm good. Yeah, it was a headache. Somebody dealt with headache. I'm done. I looked at this, said it was a headache. See the man here, and then the Nine of Swords. It was too much. And that's why it's not working, or you won't go backwards. Somebody knows that they're not going backwards to some dramatic or horse shiznit. You're done. You're like, nope, and nope. And emotionally, you don't want to be deterred or disturbed by this individual. Some of you, clarify that. What is it? Some of you, whether you wanted to make the decision or not, I think you had no choice. Two of Wands, five of Swords. I feel like you had to make this choice. Some of you didn't want to, but this was the best outcome. That's what I'm seeing. They had to be cut out. And you were meant to meet somebody else. If that makes sense to whoever, open your heart somewhere else, or look somewhere else for something better for your heart, and fight for your heart. And look who comes out. I'm done. Your reading's over. The Star card, and there you are. I see you opening your heart or looking inward towards recognizing or identifying what's healthy for you while working towards stability, or getting stability to work in your favor. Fighting. For some of you, I'm fighting for the stability. Others of you, this is a fighter. Seven of Wands reversed, standing their guard, the Star, but also wanting to manifest things that are going to show the right outcome, judgment, emotions, something like that. And I have a feeling you just have, some of you, it was like Six of Swords. They wouldn't show you that you were there. You were treated like an option. Six of Swords reversed, Eight of Cups, Two of Swords. They weren't showing you that they would fight for you. And that's probably why you're going to move on. You may have had to see this for what it was, or the red flags for what it was. And it's going to propel you to do one thing. Start again. Start the celebrations over somewhere else. Commit to something brand new. I feel like it's brand new. I don't feel like it's rehearsal dinner. I don't feel like it's a hit me one more time situation. I feel like, I'm not going to say one and done, because somebody put more. I feel the energy, like whoever that could resonate with. Some of you, it could have been one and done, but it feels more or less you might have tried to make that work more than once. And at this point, it's the cat's out of the bag kind of energy. Okay, let's go to Pisces. Pisces. All right. I thought I switched it, but I didn't. Must have hit the wrong thing. Why does it keep doing that? What the? Get out of here. What? How did these all get so messed up? That's because I have so many things. Show. Pisces, yours will be easy to find. It'll be at the bottom. I'm going to leave it like that too for now. Here we go. I got to, it's going to drive me nuts because I'm not doing, well, it says I'm doing Pisces. They can see it. We'll leave it. I'm not going to fix it. Here we go. Pisces. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see what we get for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Whatever comes out for the zodiac sign of Pisces. What do we got for them? What do we got for Pisces? You had to let go, or somebody let go of you. Fire, air sign. Somebody like that. Something like that. There's something that had to be released. Definitely could have been a fire or potential air sign. Or they have that in one of their 3 houses, sun, moon, rising. Fire, air, or water so far. The water could be you not trying to be emotionally burdened. Hold on. About releasing something, or it's like just kind of saying goodbye. Emotionally learning that you had to go. Something had to go, or you had to go. Some of you, building reversed. Let's keep going. Let's always go this way. Something, I just said something had to go. Something had to go. And I can't see these, they're backwards. It was just too much of a headache. And it was a love situation. It sucked. I hate to say that, but it sucked. It made you feel like this. It made you feel kind of in a situation that you didn't belong in, whether it was mentally or emotionally. It made you, it made you either feel like, why would they do that? Or are they doing that? Kind of loss of clarity. Oh, I don't like that. Wondering if you should work with it or if it's messing around. If basically, is it, look at this shit. Wondering if you should work with it or is it playing with me? Is it playing with me? Is something, playing with me? Am I really looking at a situation right? Or should I move away? Should I move away or move towards it? And I feel like that's what it did to you. I feel like now you're aware of it. You're not going to let things lie to you or build with you like that. Somebody was playing unfair or wasn't showing the full hand of cards. Somebody was being very dishonest with the communication, or the way they emotionally, the way they talk to you. And I think it was hard to deal with. When it comes to, I'm going to say this, when it comes to love situations, they may treat it very childish. The person you dealt with may treat it very childish. Never learned shit from the past. I'm done. I feel like they've never learned the scenarios of what to do or with love. It feels like they always drop the ball. Always. But this person would never admit that it's them. Could have been a fire sign, Aries. Could have been another water sign. Definitely could have been a Aries, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Any sign. Somebody was keeping you unfulfilled in love. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Prominent Gemini energy. Something was trying to, I just feel like something was trying to make you feel like it was going to build, but it was being devilish, deceitful. And now it's not. Now it's you're at, maybe have had to come to a crossroads of saying no or releasing it. It was stressful. I feel like it was stressful to let go. Definitely could have been Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Any sign for that matter. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or maybe a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Anything else? But you're doing the work. Who's doing the work? That's my Pisces. I feel like you guys are going in and doing the work. Who's looking pretty doing the work? I feel like that's you. May have had to accept the loss, the breakage of something. It might have hurt a little bit, or it might have felt like, damn, I really wanted that. Until you recognized, but did it really want me? But did it really want me? You've got the 10 of Cups reversed. It might have told you it wanted you with communication that came in. Definitely could have been an air fire sign, maybe earth. There's more air, fire, and earth than emotions on the board. I think you had to give this a lot of thought until you decide, okay, I've given it enough thought. Do I resurrect it or do I let it go? And I feel like you let it go. I feel like you had no choice but to let it go, Pisces. Whether it let you go or it... So some of you, I feel like you were emotionally played with and mentally a little bit. You probably dealt with somebody that has really, really not the best characteristics of other people's feelings. That's horrible. Like, this is the energy I feel like you dealt with. Lies, obsessive, control when it comes to obsessive lying, control when it comes to building. And that's probably why it needed to, it was like, no, I don't think Spirit wanted to keep you. I feel like they wanted you to discover that there was no reason to be stuck on something that would come at you that way. I just feel like the answer is like, no, don't focus on that. I hate to say this, but some of you, the person's a loser. The person treats other people like they're a loser when they're the loser because they're their abuser. Whatever that's about, like really bad. When you're like, I don't know if that's like an entitlement person or if it's a person that just doesn't give a shit. But it feels like a little bit of both, more of the don't give a shit. That is, you're not going to get far with a person like that. Whether you, the next one, the one before them, because eventually people start to see through the person's BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Here we go. Let's keep going. You're gonna see what? You're gonna see the judgments or the outcomes. Judgments or the outcomes. The true colors of a situation. Definitely could have been of a Leo, fire sign. I always get fire on you. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For whoever that may resonate, more fire energy. Maybe the message is you should be fighting for your happiness. Ha, ha, whoo, ha, fight for the happiness kind of energy. I don't know. Something like that. Because they may not have been fighting for it with you. No, I wouldn't say go backwards to this person. I would definitely say hang it. It's put it behind you. 3 of Pentacles. Don't reconcile. Only take this reading if it makes extreme sense to you. Don't ever make these readings fit. Really trust your intuition. And if you pay attention enough, whatever sign you are, if you pay attention enough to when I do try to say what may happen, it just may show up in front of you. Trust me. I know about that. Here we go. Some of you could be excited about the start of a new relationship. I just saw the 3 of Wands. I mean, the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Coins and the Ace of Wands. Some of you could be getting excited. I split it in half. There's the 3, but it was up right a minute ago. Usually it ends up on one end or the other, but not always. It's weird. I split it and I grabbed it. You have a lot of building energy. Some of you are building towards wanting to see balance. Not only with yourself, but with love. You want to see balance and victories. Others of you, the message is, it's just because it may not have shown up with whoever you dealt with, that you didn't get that with, that you didn't get the balance and building that you wanted with this love, or that you really cared about it. And like you just felt like you were waiting for something to stick around or stay in the full element, not have this weird wondering if it's going to work on energy. I feel like the 6 of Wands with the 6 of Cups is you knowing what you wanted, but actually Spirit kind of saying, you may have thought you wanted this, but we're going to bring something else to the table. There's a reason we cut the communication off or they went silent. Sometimes you think that we do things that may upset you or rock your stability. No, I would say no. We know that the person may not have had the best love, basically been in it for you. I'm going to say it. And it's like sometimes it's the hard lessons that we have to hear. You know, sometimes it's recognizing that you escaped something that would have ended up falling apart before it could. Show me something else for Pisces real quick. Anything else? Show me something else for Pisces real quick. Whatever it was, I think it was playing with you. The card stood up at my table. There was a situation that was playing with you. Sun card reversed. It was playing with you, or it was mentally draining you, or feeling like I just feel like it was. I feel like you were played with, or and not in the best of manner. And now you're releasing that, accepting the changes. Definitely could have been an air fire sign, by the way, that did this to you. Whether they have air placements, fire placements in their sun, moon, or rising. Stubbornly, I feel like you knew that. Sometimes you got to remind yourself the power. Rejection is God's protection. Something like that is important. Somebody may need to hear that. And maybe that's why you had to let it go or make the decision to stay away from it. Mostly not entertain it. 8 of Cups, the 2 of Swords. Somebody might have struggled with making that commitment to it or understanding the message for what it is. Wanting to believe that was the right outcome. 4 of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Knowing it needs to end, but holding in there, still holding on to love. Somebody was still connected. Somebody was still holding on to love. I'm not going to say you weren't. You were, and that's what my cards are saying. But I think you've started to recognize it was too heavy. It wasn't showing me appreciation. It was narcissistic, or it was lying to me. It wouldn't fight for me. It gave me freaking anxiety. I can't deal with this toxic behavior anymore, or wondering what they're doing. I need to put this to bed, let it go to sleep. I'm at that point where I'm going to move on. That toxic stuff, the lies, they're not going to ruin who I am or what can truly show up for me. Shuffle. Stubborn. It was whoever it was stubborn. Either stubborn with keeping communication open, working with you, showing up for you, working with you. Stubborn as hell. Definitely could have been an earth or fire sign. Or it could even be the Aquarius or Gemini. Definitely the Aquarius is another fixed sign, stubborn. Truth and clarity, Ace of Swords. I feel like you had no choice but to commit to yourself and recognize, you know something, it doesn't want to show me, it doesn't want to work with me. I know where the exit is. And it's no secret that I'm aware that I'll leave it behind me. And it didn't feel like it was very the right investment. Look at this. Does that, to me, that's somebody that doesn't emotionally care or express how they feel. They'll tell you a good this or that, but they're learning how to do that, or they're very clever about it. Very clever person. And it was probably a man who did this to a woman's emotions or the way he approached it. That's what I have for Pisces. And I see what you're doing. You're seeing things for what they are. You may be a little upset, or you were, but the outcome is putting it behind you. Putting it behind you. Done. Putting it behind you. Seeing a BS little quarter of a cup offer coming at you and saying, nah, that's going to stay away. I can't deal with that right now. You know, you may realize they just wanted to get in and get out. Some of you may have had to realize that or get strong enough to see it for what it is, and that it wasn't going anywhere. 3 of Cups reversed to the Justice, the Hanged Man. It might have felt like it was keeping you stuck or making you wonder why it wasn't coming towards you or working out. It's not about why this or why that. I think the judgment was making the right judgment for yourself. And I think you're aware of that. So some of you might have been put through the ringer. Some of you, you dealt with that person that would promise you everything, but not commit to any of it. Not commit to a damn part, any of it. Very, very little. Very, very little. That's what I've got for Pisces. And I do feel like I am speaking to a lot of the ladies. Some of you could be men and dealt with that, but it feels like the Pisces was strongly on the women. Whatever sign you may have dealt with. Fire, air, earth, water, whatever. You know? That's what I've got, guys. I hope you enjoyed these readings. Did you guys like them? I hope so. 11:30. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Please remember to hit the like button. I hope you did enjoy this, and I'll catch you soon. You guys have a good night. All right, everyone. See you later. Bye.